Yes, sir. The legend, the legend, the legend.
So folks, welcome and good morning. Welcome to KMTV. We are broadcasting to you live here from the Rabos International Airport, where we are bringing you live broadcast here of the arrival of Henry Costa to Liberia. Mr. Costa is returning to Liberia after 2 years of being away. He's now speaking to his people, so we'll say please share this video and follow us as we to bring you live broadcast.
Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning, sir.
I'm very happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
We are happy to be here.
Yes.
I say we because we came plenty.
Yes.
But 15 of us from the United States and so many other friends that came with us. We're happy to be home. It's been 2 years. It felt like a long time because I have not been away from home for that long. So we thank God to be here on Liberian soil, and we know you are the first group that not come. The other people coming. So we are waiting for the other people to come before we go to town. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was the voice of Mr. Henry Costa.
You returned to the country today after 2 years. When you fled the country in 2020 through Sierra Leone, you claimed that the country wasn't safe. Is Liberia safe now for you?
That's a good question. The country is still not safe. But people live in a country that's not safe because it is their country. People live in America. America has one of the worst murder rates in the world. So people are still there. So I'm here because it is my home. And it will always be home. So I'm happy to be home.
Okay, my name is Mike Eric Amoyifrimo, and I report for KMTV. I want to know, upon your return to Liberia, what next for you? Are you going to put your foot in the senatorial race or a representative?
My hands, my feet, my body, they've all been in the race from before we came. And not only that, this is not about me. It's not about senatorial race. It's about ensuring that George Weah is removed from office in 2023.
Thank you.
It's about ensuring that we take our country back. Yeah? That is what it's about for me, more important than becoming senator. Changing the government of the day. The country today is harder than it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. George Weah is a nightmare, and this nightmare needs to be put behind us so that we can move forward as a country. That is why we are here. We're not here for senator. If I became senator, what difference would it really make in the lives of all the millions of people in this country? So it's not about me. It's about the effort we lead to ensure that George Weah is replaced so that we take our country back and make it work for all of us, not for a few people who fly private jets and go 48 days abroad to watch his son play football at the expense of the poor people in this country. That nonsense needs to end. And we're here to ensure that we'll put fire on his back. I can assure you, if some of us were in this town, we would not have left this country to go work for 48 days.
How would you do?
We would have ensured that he would have come back. The same thing we've done in the past that have brought him to his knees to beg us, we would have ensured that we would not have left this country for 48 days.
My name is Desmond Nguyen, and of course I report for Injured TV. There are too many Liberians who uphold to the fear of your arrival in the country. You've been one of those who have staged the most populated and popularly condensed protests in this country. Follow the reports, and of course people are with this belief or perception that indeed yes, there's second coming this time around. It has some level of implications in terms of carrying Liberians to protest against this government. How true it is?
When we protested twice, did anybody get killed? Did any car windshield get broken? Nothing happened. We organized the most peaceful protest in the history of this country. we were commended by the entire international community. Even though George Weah he nearly peed his pants, but we did not overthrow the government. We did not cause chaos. So protest is a quintessential element of democracy that must be exercised when the people feel aggrieved. So it is a right reserved to us that we will not negotiate with the government. Anytime we want to protest, we will what? Protest!
How can you describe the reception of this arrival compared to the previous arrivals of yours, and considering the magnitude of those who have come to receive you?
You call this reception? Wait until the rest of the people come. And you just coming?
So I believe that this number will be more populated than before.
You know, when Jesus Christ was born, you remember the 4 wise men that went ahead to break the news? Consider these the 4 wise men. The thousands will come, and many thousands more when we get to town. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, folks, that was the voice of Mr. Henry Pedro Costa. So if you don't know, he is currently in Liberia. He is here
to walk around.
Okay, so Mr. Henry Pedro Costa is here to run for the senatorial seat counts 2023.
Good morning.
How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Welcome to Liberia. I guess you came with, you are one of those 15 persons who came.
Yeah, for the record, I'm Bomi Amos Bomo. I'm one of the 15 persons I arrived with Henry yesterday, actually from New York, Ghana to Liberia.
Why have you come to Liberia?
Man, like Henry just told you initially, this is home. Home will always be home. No matter how well you stay out there, you always have that first cause of coming back home. So we just here for home's sake. We're not here for any problem. Our misconception that we being in the city is going to cause chaos for people. Things will always happen. There will always be chaos, trust me. No matter how well you live. I live in America. America got one of the biggest crimes you can find around the world. Every day people die on seconds, meaning hours. So it's always going to be that way.
You are a young man, and of course, Henry Costa is also a young man too. On what basis have you fallen for his aspirations in politics?
Basically, consistencies.
But one may say Mr. Costa is not consistent. Of recent, why he staged protest against government, and over later time we saw him dining with him, dining with the same government. All I may say he's not consistent politically.
Yeah, I mean, everybody got their own perception in life. Everybody entitled to their own views. People may see you to be a thief, and somebody will see you to be a good citizen. So these things will happen. And especially dining with the government, if you remember, when George Weah, before prior to the election, the second round, Henry told you, Kojolobo and poison, which one you want to take. And we decided to take the poison. We decided to forget about Kojolobo. Can Henry want just stay against the poison? He one can stay against the president. That bring people wanted George Weah. What can Henry do? He one can take George Weah out. So Donnie and Winnie will be the same thing people will say around the world.
So you listen to him, he said one of the reasons why he is back in Liberia is to making sure that President Weah served a one-term presidency. Yeah. So to what level of extension in workings is still going to come to fruition?
Depends on the Liberian people. It depends on us. If you watch the country from the time trend, from the airing time in 2 years and your time this 5 years, you decide if your life is better than before, then you tell me the clue. Tell me the clue. The amount of suffering that's going on now and compared to 2 years back there for Ellen, you decide it fit.
Do you foresee Liberians making this a so-called president a one-term president comes 2023? Do you foresee that happening?
I foresee it coming. I can see it coming.
Okay.
So what have you observed so far, sir, since your arrival into Liberia? What have you observed so far, looking at the security nature of this whole issue, Henry Costa being afraid of coming back to Liberia because of security implication? What have you observed so far since your arrival? Have you been approached by any security apparatus?
Honestly speaking, let me not sugarcoat or maybe create any lies. We actually told you guys we're going to be here on the 30th, right?
Okay.
And we got here yesterday actually by, let's say, 7:30, 7:45. We're landing in this place. And since then, from the airport, I was in a hotel. I haven't been anywhere. So I'm not going to tell you how the security apparatus is looking right now until we can leave the airport.
Okay.
from the airport to the airport in a hotel. I haven't gone farther down the street either. So I'm not going to come here and be on this open broad station and lie. I'm not going to lie. Let me not create any lies for you.
Okay.
So let better see how Bells can cross over to get a water too from one of the executives on the team of Mr. Herring P. Costa. You are live?
Yeah,
on the team.
How you doing, Jim?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
What's your name, sir?
Elmer Peters.
What's your impression since you arrived in Liberia?
Well, I've been here about a week and a half waiting for them. Okay. Preparing things. And there are some good things, some bad things. Like, I was just telling them that the airport road is so messed up. It takes forever to get here. From here straight to Airway Junction is horrible. The economic conditions in the country, people are suffering. And he knows. He's my brother. I tell him all the time. If he doesn't step up, nobody will step up. The political leaders are weak. The citizens are afraid. The American ambassador gave you a direct call in the country. Stand up for yourselves, we will stand behind you. Y'all don't want to listen. You take 40,000 people you put into the airport junction. You take 40,000 to Airway Junction. You put 40,000 Cinco, 40,000 to Douala. What the government will do? They have to listen to the people.
There are too many Liberians who believe that over the time Liberian politicians have talked, and nothing has been done so far. And yet, with the mention of all of these sectors in our economy that have been deplorable, what is it so differently that your camp, or better still, under the supervision of Herring P. Costa is going
where
to
I'm
put
from,
the mechanism?
Companies don't hire old people. They hire
What
young
basically you
people.
from?
They hire young people for innovation. Old people don't have new ideas.
So where basically you from?
Minnesota. Old people don't have new ideas. Young people do. You've heard Henry's numerous ideas about reforming Liberia, right? It cannot be done by himself. He has to have the people behind him. He has to have a collective bargaining with the key stakeholders to want to change Liberia. We need to leave this whole idea of la Liberia or Lebizo. And we need to be able to change and want change. It starts with one. If you're doing something wrong and I tell you, guess what you do? When you learn from me, you go, you tell the next man, say, oh, we've been doing this wrong. Don't say, oh, how we've been doing it. Then there's no change will ever come.
Okay. Thanks for speaking.
All right.
So folks, we are still here. We are situated right in front of the Farmington Hotel here in Makibi County, here right opposite the Rabos International Airport, where we are here bringing you live broadcast here of the arrival of Henry Pedro Costa, who is which has returned to the country after being away for the past 2 years, and then out of Liberia after being away for the past 2 years. And he left Liberia sometime at the 15th of January 2020. He left Liberia and he led Liberia to Sierra Leone, where he went to seek greener pasture after he was his arrest was all about the government of Liberia through the Justice Minister, Minister Musadin, where he was charged for falsifying government travel documents. He has long been acquitted, and he is now back in the country, and he's going to make his way to town. So if you are just joining us, just know that Henry Costa is in the country. Mr. Costa is in the country. He is here, right here at the Farmington Hotel here. And as you can see here, these are all his supporters that are lined up here, and we are still waiting for more. More of them are trooping in here at the Rabos International Airport to escort Mr. Costa back to Monrovia. So this is it. We hope to talk to a few of his people here, a few of his supporters, but Both of them are shying away from the camera, so we hope to talk to some of his supporters if we can. Let's now move on our far right there, where we are seeing a huge gallery. So Costa, who fled the country on the 15th of January, on the 14th of January to be precise, 2020, where he left the country. He fled the country because he was charged with falsifying government travel document. That's the election passé. And some part of this year, he said that President Weah called him and said that Costa, you can return to Liberia. We are no longer charging you, and you are not being banned from entering Liberia. So Costa told it was to inform the president, His Excellency Dr. George Weah, telling him that he needs to put it in writing. He needs to order Frank Muzadin to put it in writing. So Minister Muzadin put it into the handwriting that that is sometime in this year, in March to be precise, March 2022, he put it into a handwriting stating that Costa is free to enter Liberia at any time. So we just spoke with him, and he said that he came back to put the government feet to the fire. He also said that President Weah is like on free ride, so he is here to put the government feet to the fire. And he also said that he arrived here last night, he entered into the country. So let's now go where we will talk to a few of the guys here from Costa Camp.
I'm come here with my papa, which is Mr. Kule.
So you mean your papa just took you to let go on the airport?
No, said that my son is coming. So it's you people are brother to him too. So you can go along with me to everything too.
So now here we have arrived in Liberia. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling so happy.
And what actually you really want to tell the Liberian people who are also watching you on this live interview?
Only thing I got to tell Liberians is that we should accept our brother. We should be happy to see him today. He is our brother. Together.
You pay you anything to come?
No.
Listen, so we are still here.
So we are here, folks, hoping to share to sample the views of some of Henry Costa supporters who are here. We hope to talk to more of his supporters. So if you are just joining this broadcast, just know that Mr. Henry Costa is in Liberia. The dawn of radio, the political talk show host, the philanthropist, and Mr. Henry Costa is in Liberia.
You are live. Tell us your name. Good morning, Mama. How you doing?
Hello.
Okay. What is your name, Mama?
My name is Yoruba.
Okay, so
Why have you come to welcome Mr. Costa back home?
He's my son. I'm my sister's son. So he's my son. My beloved son. I'm really happy to meet him.
where do you live?
I live in Mashita.
So for how long have you been knowing parent P. Costa?
From the day you were born.
So it is the first time coming to receive you on the airport?
Yes, my first time. But then we're having party together, meeting together.
So now he have arrived. What can you say?
I tell God, thank you for the arrivement. For his safety. Because more than 3 years we all lay out here. I'm so happy I don't even know how to do. So I just want to praise God for him to bring him safety and we see him safety, just happy.
So what happens if Henry P. Costa willing to stage a protest tomorrow? Will you be part of the protest?
Yes.
Okay. So you listen to her. So indeed we are.
Okay.
Coming to your life.
So, good morning. We have another supporter of Mr. Henry P. Costa here.
Little brother also.
Okay. Also the brother of Mr. Henry Costa. Good morning. Your name, sir?
Moses Fan. Pastor Costa is my big brother.
Okay.
They cried, I'm a cry. It happened and I'm a happiness. In protesting today, I'm waiting to be with him. Die today, I will die with him. But the country, our president will get in the country. We want to get rid of him. Our backing will back our people here on Costa. Any step in faith will be there by him, by the grace of Almighty God.
Is it that because Henry is your brother, but tell us why exactly you want to unseat this president? You as a young Liberian.
Our countries are going behind repair.
What have you observed in terms of development?
In terms of government, no, they don't suffering. Even for them, my 100% better than even the young fellow that was a job man. We are the poor there. We don't see nothing team price going up. So what you expecting about to do? We get rid of him from in the seat. We put somebody that will help the country look at the country at heart.
So who do you have to replace president?
For now, I was saying put on the apple. Now my president is Joseph Nyima Boaga, and my incoming senator is Henry P. Costa, which is my big brother.
All right. So tell us finally, is there anything more you want to talk about?
And for me, I will support this and which is Henry Costa. Even my friends that I get around, I will talk to them so that I encourage them so that we make sure we get rid of this citizen government. We put our new government there. They will see changes in the country. That what our people are saying, they will tell them, say, oh, that the rebels road they're taking, and we'll take them to be on the rebel road so that we can make the country better, Mama Liberia.
What happens tomorrow if Henry Costa wishes to stage a protest? Will you be part of the protest?
I'm willing more than thousands of people say I will tell them for to go in for that protest.
Okay. Your name?
Okay, thanks.
Moses Fan.
Thanks for speaking.
Listen to the voice
Mr.
of
Moses Fan. Okay, so folks, we still here live from the Rabos International Airport. We are reporting to you live here from right in front of the Farmington Hotel here in Makibi County, where we are bringing you live broadcast here of Mr. Henry Pedro Costa triumphant entry to Liberia. He is here already. He just arrived. His team they came out here minutes ago to speak to some of his supporters and also speak to the press here. So we will be taking a little break. We will get back to you. So we'd like to say thanks for watching KMTV. We are still here live on the Rabos International Airport to bring you live broadcast here of the convoy and of the arrival also of Henry Costa, and he already arrived. Now we are waiting for the other guys from Monrovia, and we will make our way to Monrovia. So Henry Costa is down here. He is in the Farmington Hotel here, waiting the other guys from Monrovia, where we will now make our way back to Monrovia, where he will have an elaborate press conference. He will speak to the media and serious Liberians there on. He will speak to the media and schools of Liberians there on Kiri Street. So stay with us, folks. We are still here live from the Rabos International Airport. We are taking a 5-minute break to be back to you live. Stay tuned, folks.